Well, it was exactly a year ago we spoke with Phil Flop Greenfield, and tonight we have one of his mates on the show. Someone who can fill in the blanks. I didn't write this script, by the way, for Phil, who said at the time that he knows all the notes but can't remember what order they go in. But okay, here's the rub. This is a fella who, if you look him up online, you actually see there are a lot of blanks too. That makes tonight's show a real special one, revealing and also, most of all, fun. We have someone who likes Elton songs that are never less than 5 minutes long and who also enjoys a water element as part of the features. All will be revealed in the show. He also advises us that all tracks should be listened to at maximum volume through studio monitors. Apparently, sage advice that he got once from legendary producer Gus Dudgeon. He's also involved with the production of an Elton album, and it's a landmark Elton album at that. He has a nickname that has nothing to do with South Park. The animated comedy hadn't even been invented. No, he's worked with Hookfoot, and like a lot of people who've worked with Hookfoot, that's where he earned his nickname. But who gave him his nickname? Well, the clue is in the guess we started season 3 of the show with. But tonight, it is our unrestrained pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Terry CARTY. All right, chaps, that'll do. Thank you. All right, that's it. Okay, money's on the way out. Okay, we have Terry. Terry, how are you, sir? How are you doing?
Wonderful, George. Absolutely wonderful. It's a great intro for me.
Well, I'm obviously paying you too much to say those compliments, but thank you so much for those compliments as well in return. No, it's absolutely wonderful to have you on the show. I know you are on the south coast of the United Kingdom. You're here with us, and it's lovely to have you this February evening. Well, Terry, first of all, welcome to Radio Elton John. Right now,
thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. Now, and Cart, that is your nickname, isn't it? Just like with,
that is, yeah.
Yep. Just like with internet banking, let's clear up your ID first. So, okay, as a nickname, let's be honest, it's not totally original. But who gave you your nickname?
Mr. Quay, Caleb Quay.
Caleb Quay.
On the Hookfoot sessions, I somehow got that name, and it was when are you making the tea cart, and keep your eye on the tape while you're doing it. So yeah.
But CARTY.
So it was Caleb.
Yeah, and CARTY is your surname, right? That's not.
That's my surname.
That is your real. That's not an assumed name. That is your name. Okay.
No.
I think that deserves a bow.
Thank you very much.
There you go. Right, there you go. Super stuff. Now, let's start at the beginning. So, obviously, you're still a young man, so all of this will be all a matter of flashbacks from yesterday. Tell us, first of all, how you came to know Dick James, and how many times did you pass Elton in the corridors?
Wow, that is a hard question. Right, I came to know Dick from an interview for a job there.
Right.
They needed a runner. I'd been working at Immediate Records with Andrew Oldham, and the company closed on the Friday. I was interviewed by Dick James and started at Dick James Music on the Monday.
Right.
And that's when I came across a guy in reception who was always sitting in reception, not doing a lot. And when I said to the receptionist, "Who's that?" she said, "Oh, that's Reg." So I said, "Oh, what's he do?" So he said, "Well, he's a songwriter. His stage name is Elton John." I said, "I've never heard of him."
What year was this? Just to put this in context, you'd never heard of him. What year was this?
This was 1970.
1970, right?
January 1970.
Right.
I used to see Elton quite a lot in the office, and then sometimes when I'd go down to the tube, he'd be getting on the same tube, and we got chatting, and I'd say, "Oh, where are you going?" And he'd be saying, "I'm going to Pye Studios to do some session work." And that was it. And then he was still sort of sitting around the office, and you just see him there. And then I think he brought out Border Song.
Yeah.
which was recorded at Trident Studios. And then that things started to take off. People were interested in him. And I no longer had to say, who's that guy?
We'd love to offer you the full interview, and you can hear it all. Visit Elton John World or go straight to our launch pad at radioeltonjohn.world. Radio Elton John now reaches 90 countries and the list is growing. We welcome Elton fans from the USA, Europe, Australia, Brazil, Africa, South Korea, India, Ukraine, Thailand, Egypt, Taiwan, Hong Kong, and many others. Elton's world is a big world. Subscribe today from eltonjohn.world.